Uh, 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 come on in. K-Town, King A.D.S. Know what I'm saying? So nice to have you on this experience. So let's flow. Yeah,
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm back. So glad to be here. So glad to be in front of you or with you. And just had to grab a moment to share some sentiment with all of you. First of all, as I've said before, happy holidays. And I hope that everyone out there has a safe and wonderful new year and carry good energy with you into the next year in 2024 as we say goodbye to crazy 2023. Seems like a lot of the 2020s have a theme of being a little out there, doesn't it? And I often have like a little running gag with these times with the actions as I follow them throughout my day and whatever works. But this is what I've been saying is that if you want something to happen in the 2020s, just turn your back and then it'll start happening. You know what I mean? So that's like the little joke that I had for the 2020s. But nevertheless, 2023 has been crazy. We've seen so many things change, and but not all of it has been negative. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always here to focus on more of the positive aspects of things and angles of that. As a person, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just there's been some interesting weird things like we've seen, as I've stated in other videos from before. Some of these things seem to have been coming to the forefront and fruition, that like things teetering towards turmoil and destructive types of energies. And then on the other side, the light within you and the path that you're set on and the weight on your own shoulders that you have to take on every once in a while to push through and weather the storm and come out on the other side victorious, because that's what we do around here. We champions. And speaking of champions, on a side note, I don't want to take too much time to say this, to take too much time to get to saying this, is big shouts, congratulations to my bro, Black King. If you guys don't know, Black King is an amazing artist, hip hop artist. I've been down with this brother from almost the start. You know what I'm saying? Over 12, 13 years, maybe even longer than that, maybe almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And he just took the SBRC championship with Project Blowed and the Freestyle and the Fellowship fam. Big shouts to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Love the fam. And but man, big shouts, man. My man took it. He's the champ. And big congratulations and shouts. You know what I'm saying? But so many, that was on the note of speaking of champions. And if you've never heard Black King yet, definitely go check him out. He's actually on the song Favorite Things on the Legacy Family Immortal Carols album. And you can also hear him on the first Legacy Family album on a song called All Day. You know what I'm saying? It's me, Prof, and Prof Panic, and Black King, and it's also an amazing song. And we've done a lot of great things over the years together. And so it's just so good to see him, Roach Gang, Black King, doing his thing. And if you want to catch up with him, it's going to be, the Blacktronica. Check that out. I think that's a good way to catch up with him, is Blacktronica. You can look up Black King, of course, you know what I'm saying, but Blacktronica as well. And man, just catch up with all the flavor that he's got going on. Oh, he's also on the Bar Sweatin' Years mix number 2. He's also on Bar Sweatin' Years mix number 2. So if you haven't heard that mix, go check it out. On YouTube, it's got, a little bit of love, but on SoundCloud, it's got a lot more love over there. And so, come on over either way. And my SoundCloud, if you're on there, is King A.D.S. Joints. So on other places, you'll see King A.D.S. Music or King A.D.S. Flicks on Instagram. And over there, I'm King A.D.S. Joints on SoundCloud. So yeah, definitely come over. The second mix is a phenomenal mixed by DJ Drone. I host it. And number 3 is great. 4 is great. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure I can materialize something great into the ether on number 5 with DJ Drone, and make some magic happen again, and bring light to amazing talents and artists that have always been doing their thing, and or some that you may never have heard of, that are out here blazing trails and got some flavor, and give them some shines, all for promo, all for the love of the culture and the art, and just being genuine. You're making that connection, you know what I mean, bringing that community together, making the world a little smaller, you know what I mean. And but all those things happen, all those things can happen with the perseverance, and that's what it's all about. That's the message: persevere, persevere, even though we see things that can be misleading to us at times on the horizons. Like, it seems like nothing's gonna work out right, or your timing is trash, which I just went through. For instance, like in November, my workhorse, the work van, I had to get things repaired, and it took an extra long, unusual amount of time. But also within that time behind the scenes, I didn't stop fighting. I started putting together material with the fam, and we came out with the Immortal Carols album, which is amazing. And so go check that out, guys, if you haven't checked that out. But back to the note of persevering, just throughout this whole, I would say for me personally, persevering is a daily, for all of us really, it's a nonstop thing, of course. But for the last 15 years, I would say for me, things, it's been a real challenge, and definitely couldn't give up. I was definitely isolated sometimes, like a lot of the things that I did to survive and continue to do to this day actually can isolate me, because it divides a focus. And the longer you focus on something, it tends to start overriding anything else in your life. So other details that you had in your life start to fade a little bit. You still are who you are, but pieces of you go dormant. So it goes to the background, the folds of the brain. And so it's very important, to, but it's very important to have the connecting pieces that make a person who they are, complete and whole. But in order to get back to that, you will have to just persevere, weather the storm. Like we've gotten into that before, expressed that like a boxer. You're gonna take some punches too to be the champ. So the champ is the one who gets back up and it waits for the opportune time to strike. Might have to take that abuse, but when the time is opportune and you get your opening, you strike and make sure it counts, right? So that's what we all have to do, is persevere and make it through, and don't give up, because after all, great things can happen as long as you can be present. And so when you fight, you come back to the forefront of where you're supposed to be, or where you're supposed to be headed. And it can feel a little bit weird, because it's like two timelines, overlapping. It feels like one reality that you have, and then there's another one that you've had to rely on in the recent times just to get through. And so it starts to overlap, and it feels weird, because it's like, in my case, for instance, I was around a lot when I was, just before, like the times I just said, I was around a lot when it came to music. And then I just kind of had to slide to the side and just persevere. And so every time that I'm getting back to getting out and all those things, I feel like a ghost, where it's like I'm rematerializing into the physical world again. And so when I can make it out, which is the fire's been lit. So I've been trying to create a scenario where I can break away and be more free to be more present in things, which I don't think was a mistake. But at the same time, I start to realize, like, maybe anyone can do this. I've lived by the signs, but it can cause me to overthink things every once in a while. So maybe what I thought was gonna take me there doesn't do it in that instance. You know what I'm saying? But it does make its way back around. It just doesn't seem like it's the move at the time or something. And so one of the things that I had on my list, my goals, was to chop my overhead a little bit, clear out some space from a unit that I rent for my business, in order to start that over and cut costs and things like that, and be prepared, and the material, and stuff like that, get prepared and everything. And so I chose to, it was tough. It literally was tough for me to even try to make it, like, financially or time wise. Like, my mind and my soul needed to be aligned in energy, momentum, intent. You know what I'm saying? All those things all in one have to be there. Like, I have to be present, and that's what I was trying to work on. But then there was a few things that would pull me out into the atmosphere, and when I would get there, that's when I would feel this amazing energy from these amazing people, and it would start to pull me back out, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But sometimes you just, as me and Black King were just talking a little while ago, you got to leap. And it's true, because I've done that a lot in my life. All the progress I've made is because of leaps. And so sometimes you just have to leap, you know what I mean? And that's what I've done mostly when I was younger. And it has its pros and its cons, you know what I mean? And so nowadays, I think I'm just a little bit more aware of the con side, which is that the foundation of whatever I'm doing in my life should be set first, and then make those moves. Where have met a lot of people in the field of music who have had a great foundation set, and I like that. And so those were one of the concerns I've always had, you know what I mean? So yeah. So some people, I thank you for bearing with me. But yeah, come back to life a little bit more. I come back to life a little bit more, little by little. It's like I said, it's been a big fold in the timeline. So it might take me a little while to feel all the way like myself again. And I feel like I'm getting there now. I'm very inspired now, seeing Black King win, and I saw so many great people. I went to Los Globos to check that whole event out and everything, and I got some footage, guys, and I want to share it with you too. So I'll be doing a lot of editing too, because I have like back behind the scenes stuff of when we were recording stuff for songs and things as well. And so I'll be chopping up video and stuff, and I'm a one-man army for the time being. So it'll take a little minute, but I saw so many people. Big shouts, you know what I'm saying, to everybody that was there. Micah 9, who I met. Okay, Micah 9, Abrud, AC Alone, Rifleman, Medusa, Lil Zane, Lady Zane. I'm so sorry. She's gonna be mad if she see this. She'll be like, Lil Zane, ain't no Lil Zane. What's happening? But Lady Zane, who we go way back as well, still amazing to this day. Man, of course, Black King, Joaquin, who was the runner up. The runner up. He was the reigning champ of that competition. And I saw Jism there. Just so many cool people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so some people who I've met more recent, and then other people who I should have met before, and other people who I met when I was very young. And it just was a blessing to be around and reconnect with everybody and see them doing well, looking great, sounding great. And just happy to make my way back around everything, and just feel the energy, feel the vibe. Oh, my man Shango Colibri 333, you know what I'm saying? Fader 1, you know what I'm saying, in the building. Of course, can't forget my bro, you know what I mean? Just everybody, so much good energy, man. And but you don't get that without persevering. You know what I mean? You got to persevere to make it through. And I was glad that I, you know, came out to witness everything. And then you never know what'll happen. And I just love connecting, being genuine, and connecting with genuine people. And and at one point, Black King was like, hey, get up here and bust a quick 16. So if I can find any footage of that, I'll put that up as well. But the man of the night, man of the hour right now too, and was my man Black King, and he's doing his thing. So, but it inspired me, and I wanted to get up here and just say, carry all of your drive, your goals. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Get those pieces of you back. If you need the time to do it, but don't stop fighting, and keep pushing through. And definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, come along for the ride, follow me on social media and my links, check out all the material on my channel and on my pages and things like that. And man, about to hopefully reconnect with more amazing people and do great things, man, and just keep the energy high, you know what I mean? And so I love all y'all. Have a happy new year, and we gonna catch up soon. All right, peace.
Sound so lovely. Yeah. I know you feeling it. I know you feeling it. Forget about your hard times. Don't wallow in the struggle. You just like the stars align. Keep it rising like a bubble. Dance if you want to. Relax and just chill.